Hello everyone, Nick here and I am the Tipsy Tarot. First of all, I just want to apologize because I have not been uploading any videos lately. The holiday seasons definitely took a toll on me. I am in the food and beverage industry, so hence the word tipsy. I am a bartender, so there was just a lot going on during the holiday season. So I'm glad to start making videos again. I have been very active on my TikTok, not so much my YouTube, just because they are two different styles and platforms that I do. But I do want to give you my walkthrough of all of December, my walkthroughs of decks. Some of them I haven't even opened yet, and some of them I have and already played with. But there is quite a bit for December. For my January walkthrough, I promised myself not to buy as many decks, so you'll see that video. It does seem like what I have received in January so far has been quite a bit, but we'll just get into that a little later. I think I bought more books than decks. So going right into it, I know I showed a preview of this, but this is towards the beginning of December that I received this, and this is the Paul's Lenormand of the Middle Ages. It comes in this beautiful gold foiling hardbox piece, and I love the drawer style. Now, going with the deck itself, which I know I did a walkthrough, so you could definitely go back because I'm going to just kind of briefly go around it a little bit. But there are two cards, and they have just the meanings, very cut to the chase meanings of every single card. Now, this is a very beautiful deck. It is very well done. So going with the Middle Ages, it is Middle Age themed of artwork. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Such a complete different style. I have been reading with, and this is by Libra Moon. I have been reading Libra Moon's decks for quite a while, and I continuously go back to the Serpent and the Peacock Tarot. I don't know why. I love the Three Moons edition because I love the little, just a little bit of the definitions that they give me at the bottom of the deck to definitely enhance things quickly. I usually use that deck during TikTok, but this is a great companion for any of Libra Moon's decks. They're absolutely gorgeous. I just love the gold foiling that they put on everything. The gold foiling on the edges as well. That gilded edge. Love the... It gives a Middle Age, but more of like an Arabic pattern as well. I'm also accompanied by coffee because I'm recording this in the morning. But either way, I mean, it is just a very stunning deck. I think it's very unique, and I'm really, really happy that they came out with a Lenormand deck because I'll be honest, I enjoy reading tarot and Lenormand at the same time. I feel like it just gives me way more information than what I can give just using tarot. I love using different kinds of decks while I do everyone's spread, but this has been quite a magical deck, so highly recommend checking this one out, and this is by Libra Moon. Now, going with an Oracle deck that I got in December, it was the Season of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. Now, I did back the Kickstarter of the Seasons of the Witch box set, which has came in January, but that will be in a separate video. So the Imbolc Oracle is very, very well done. I absolutely love this deck. Probably one of my favorites so far out of the Seasons of the Witch. I feel like the words that kind of went into the descriptions of each card really does mean a lot. Not just mean a lot, but I feel like that it will resonate is what I'm trying to say. I feel like it would resonate with a lot of people. The guidebook is in color, very well done. I just love the, you know, it gives you some card spreads as well, but I just love the vibrant colors that they have in their books. Love Rockpool. Rockpool is really stepping up their game from the last couple years. These gilded edges are blue, and I think that is absolutely beautiful because and I love that they're all different gilded edges and different colors to go with the one of the seasons of, you know, the wheel of the year. But I have not played with this. As you can see, it's still in order. But when I was reading through, I was like, wow, this actually really resonates. For instance, you have amethyst. Go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. I'm going to try and go fast with all of these walkthroughs just because I have a lot here. There is a lot that I got during December, and it was from what I have purchased, what people have purchased for me during my birthday, which is in the beginning of December, and then you have Christmas. So there is a lot to go through. Some blackberries, like there is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within itself. It's very, it for some reason just resonates with me. Love the artwork. It just gives this like wispy old style vibe. Hard to say. It's just got its own little artwork to it. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Garlic. So everything is, you have greenhouse, grimoire, groundhog, house mouse, incense, keening, culning, milk moon witch. Watch the tides turn in your favor, weaving the waters within and conjuring unspoken desires. So very, very fun deck. I cannot wait to really work with this. I think it'll be really, really fun. And I cannot wait to show you the Seasons of the Witch box that I got in, because let me tell you, I did not open a single one yet. I want to do like a complete unboxing video first, and then I will do like my walkthrough of January. Oops, sorry. Totally hit my camera. And so I think that'll be really, really cool to just do a walkthrough of the entire box of all seasons of the wheel of the year, and then I think it'll be really cool just add it in for the January, but just kind of go through it really quick. So the next deck that I got is called the Teller Tarot. I got this on Etsy, and it is a really, really fun deck. I am very happy with this deck. I played with this all over my TikTok platform, and it is so, so fun. It comes in this 2-piece box, hardcover. Absolutely love it. The guidebook itself as well is in color, and it just gives simple descriptions. Upright, reverse, that's all you get. But the colors, everyone, listen, the colors are so fun. Here are the backings. Simple black and like this lime green, but the colors on the front. This is what drew me to this deck, were the colors. They are different. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith to a T, but the color scheme, it just is so fun. And I was, like I just said, reading TikTok, on my TikTok platform. And people are like, this deck is so fun. It's just vibrant. It's colorful. It's just a little different. It gives me Brady Bunch vibes. Like Brady Bunch kitchen vibes, I don't know what else to say about it, but it's so fun. The cardstock is pretty decent. I've shuffled with this many times. It has awesome bounce back. It does have that glossy, like semi-gloss feeling to it, but they're pretty well made. They're pretty sturdy. I have been reading with this deck for quite a while. I just put it down and went back to my Earth Woman Tarot. I seem to be always going back to Earth Woman Tarot, but it's so fun. It's vibrant. It's different. It just has all these retro colors inside, like in them, and it's just really, really fun. So definitely have been having a fun time with this deck. And for shuffling for quite a lot, I mean, it's been holding up. You can kind of tell it's doing a little wave, but I mean, I've shuffled this deck plenty of times, and I'm really, really hard on my decks. And this one has been keeping up pretty well. Oh yeah. This is the color scheme. It's just such a great color combinations. So this is the Teller Tarot. I'll put down the description and the link below as well in the description box of where you can purchase any of these decks, or at least where I have purchased these decks or have received these decks. I'll try and find the website for them. Some of them I've gotten as a gift. I've tried to look for them already, can't. So kind of SOL on some of that, but super fun deck. If you want a fun Rider-Waite-Smith clone, this is the deck for you. Okay, next, I saw that someone had this in a YouTube video, and I absolutely had to have it. This is called the Spirit Cards, and this is by John Mosley. This is something that I did see is on Amazon, but at the same time, I believe I bought this through their website just because it didn't seem like it was from Amazon. It was coming from the artist itself. I feel like it was coming from probably somewhere in China, so I decided to just purchase it from the website. But beautiful hardcover box. Love the magnetic flip top. The gold foiling on here. So it says that this deck is with divine feminine and sacred masculine, has some natural elements, animal spirits, and dancers and dreamers in this deck. So very, very fun deck. The bag that it came in is absolutely beautiful. This velvet purple, it's got this gold stitching. And these cards are pretty big. I have big hands, and like they are huge. So going with the guidebook itself, very well done. And it is in a little bit of color, but there is a lot of information that they're putting into these cards and into the descriptions of these cards. And this is a deck that I have on my list to work with. I think that this is definitely a deck where you will be getting a lot more information with your tarot readings or just alone. I think that we could definitely, like, I wonder if they have, if he put in any spreads, because I honestly think that this could be definitely a deck to read on its own. So there is absolutely no tarot spreads. There's the author and the artist right there. Handsome fella. And about the art. He's been painting and drawing since he was a child. So, all right. So, very awesome, very into information book. Going with the cards themselves. Beefy. I love the gold edges. The gilded edges are absolutely beautiful. Here are the backings. So you have that logo from the bag, but this also has that gold foiling to it. Super fun. So you have Goddess Rising, Embodiment, Empowerment, Awakening. Spirit Warrior, Courage, Commitment, Wisdom. Spirit Guardian, Protector, Defender, Service. So You have the fire spirit, the light spirit. So there's just a lot in here. Even a lot of things that I have never even read about since I have been in my spiritual journey that just seems to never end. There is so much to learn, and it is just absolutely wild how much you can learn and how much there is. Plant spirit, independence, growth, support, interdependence, Black Panther spirit, power, fearlessness, protection. So very cut to the chase. I think that if you go into the guidebook, there's a lot more information than what it shows on the cards. But overall, absolutely stunning artwork. And I love tarot or oracle decks like this that are very into just getting every single word out there. So then that way, when you pull out a card, the meaning, I mean, it's very broad. So absolutely love that. So this is called the Spirit Cards Oracle deck. It is very, very fun. And excuse my dog for thinking that it's fine to bring his dog food into this room while he decides to eat and just drag his food over here. So I'm just going to do that really quick and close it down, or close the door. But next we have the Golden Lenormand. Okay, sorry. I do not want to cut this video. So this is the Golden Lenormand, and this is perfectly paired with the Golden Tarot. I am super excited to show this. I love this tarot deck. I connected with it so deeply. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love this Lenormand Oracle. It is bigger in size instead of its normal thing. I feel like that I've shown this deck already. I did not get a guidebook with it. It came used. I decided to cleanse it, but it perfectly pairs with this gorgeous deck. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And this is by US Games. So the Golden Tarot comes in this 2-piece box. Very, very beautiful. It is kind of loose though. So there's only one thing about that, is that when you try to pick it up, it just, comes right off. But overall, I think that it's a very beautiful and well done box. I give US Games credit. Now the guidebook. Holy smokes. So this tarot deck is made by Cat Black, and this mini guidebook is, holy crap, full of information. It is insane. 10 of Cups tells you a little bit about what's going on the card. Tells you the meaning of the 10 of Cups. It's going to tell you what the 10 of Cups is in reverse. Then you have multiple 10s in the spread. What does that mean? Well, there you go. That's what it means. If there's multiple pages in the spread. This is something a little different than from what I've ever seen in a guidebook, because a lot of people are confused over court cards. And so I think this is, and when you get a tarot spread, and I'll be honest, sometimes when I see a tarot spread and they're nothing but court cards, it could be a little overwhelming. You know what I mean? So this is a great way to look at some court cards and be like, okay, Page of Coins. And if there's multiple pages in the spread, and then go from there. Now, going with more, tons of resources was put into this book. So all of the resources of what you see, so sources for the 9 of Swords and where they got information. So this is also a great way to check out different books and check out different sources that someone else has used, and you could probably find a lot more information. So I really like that they put a lot of sources of where they got their information from in this booklet. Now, going with the tarot deck itself. Now, with the Lenormand, I've shown this already on one of my YouTube channel episodes, but I do, or one of the videos, but I do want to let you know that it is such a fun Lenormand deck. I love this fact that it is in a bigger size, because that way I am able to shuffle like a dream. And I like to do jumper cards, so that is just how I like to do things. And we got the fish, so we got some good fortune, good luck coming in. But I'll just put the deck over here. With the Golden Tarot, the edges are absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this. And so the Golden Tarot is a compilation of collages from artwork of the late Middle Ages and early Renaissance. I must be into the Middle Age thing. I've noticed that a lot of my decks are Middle Age style, okay? Poignant images of gentle beauty and human frailty come from a time of violence, pestilence, and oppression. These images speak to me of a truth that is timeless and hope that flowers even in the darkest conditions. It is my hope that they speak to you as well. And then here we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the style. Love the colors that are chosen. Very unique. Nothing is perfect. These humans are not perfect. The lion is not perfect, right? Now, it would have been that actually would have made more sense if that was, you know, a ram, but it's okay. I'm not going to get into it that much. The lovers, but it's just such a beautiful deck. I am so happy that I decided to get this in. And I have not played with it yet. I've wanted to make this video for such a long time. And I just feel really, really bad that I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks. So it's been such a bummer, and I am going to get a lot better at making videos. I kind of let personal life just kind of take over my life a little bit. But I do want to just kind of show you some more cards, because we do have a lot of decks to go through. So I will just show you some more cards. The cardstock is on a linen finish, which I really, really enjoy. And I love US Games. If you are someone that can get US Game Systems cards, I love their cardstock. Their cardstock is... it just holds up. I don't know what it is about their cardstock, but I mean, I have tarot decks that from US Games that I have, oh my gosh, shuffled with over a million kajillion times, and they are holding up better than any Los Scarabeo that I have. I'll be honest. And when US Games does that linen finish, it's even better. So beautiful artwork. Love the Middle Ages. Love the Four of Coins. It's a really, really awesome deck, and it's a mass market. I remember I purchased this on Amazon, and I mean, just look at the backings. It just screams classic. Like, if I was being read by this deck, I would be like, wow, this person's fancy. And when you just pair it together, it somewhat goes together. I wouldn't say fully, but it does go together. I absolutely love that. So this is called the Golden Tarot. And I do want to let you know that this is by Los Scarabeo, the Golden Lenormand Oracle. And this does perfectly pair with the Universal Golden Tarot from Los Scarabeo. So I'm just kind of showing, you know, side by side of these two decks, but just because it says the word golden, and I think that they would pair very well together. But overall, this is a stunning deck. And it reminds me a lot of the Guardian Angel Tarot that is also from the Middle Ages style that US Games created, and I absolutely love that deck too. So I just realized until now that I think I am obsessed with Middle Ages artwork and style. So here is the Golden Tarot. Now, next, we have the Tarot Arthurien. Now, this is by Anna Torian. And I have not played with this. This deck came broken like this, but it's completely fine. Now, this is a deck that I purchased in September, but it travels from basically almost to the other side of the world. Kinda, not really. But it took a while to get in. So I patiently waited, and it came in December, and now it's going to be in my December walkthrough. Going with the guidebook itself. Now that she does make a English version from what I'm told, and from what I'm told about and heard about, there is an English version. But overall, if I was able to read French, there's got to be a lot of information on here. So significations, you have the symbolism right there, some journaling you can do. This is reverse, this is upright. Love the artwork. The artwork is just gorgeous. So I love reading other guidebooks that artists and, tarot creators have written about, but I already know a lot about tarot. It's just sometimes I kind of wish that there's like a time that I could have read this guidebook and been like, okay, you know what? I just want to know why they created that artwork that way. You know what I mean? So I wish that a lot of artists, and if there's a lot of artists watching, just put in your guidebook why you created that the way that you did, because sometimes the symbolism can be a little off, and especially if AI is being used, which I'm not against AI. I think AI is definitely a beautiful tool that you can use, especially if that's something that you want to create but not an artistic person, but have a lot to say that something can create it for you. But overall, this is not AI. I absolutely love every single artwork piece. The gilded edges are this beautiful matte gold. It is shiny, but it's not as that bright gold that you usually see. It's more of like a darker, ancient gold, I would say. But the artwork is gorgeous. Now, would I love to read the guidebook? Yes. It's in French? Yes. Could I probably find it in English? Yes. I should probably look for that. But I know how to read tarot, so I know exactly, just by looking at a little bit of the words as well, I can tell completely what card is what. And I think that is very, very, look at that. So I think that makes things a little easier too, especially if that's something that you know about and tarot very well, that you can easily depict what is what. But overall, it is very similar to a Rider-Waite-Smith style. The symbolism is somewhat there, but not always there, but that's completely fine because there is a lot of Rider-Waite-Smith meaning in here, which is nice to see. So if you're someone that, even though it comes in French, which someone did say English is still a thing, but if you can't find it in French, or in English, my apologies, but you can read Rider-Waite-Smith style, then you will have no problem reading this deck. The cards themselves are very beautifully done. They kind of have this plastic cardstock feel to it, in the best way possible, because the cards themselves are matte finish. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that this is a beautiful deck. I absolutely love the artwork. And if you want me to be honest, like this has been on my wish list, gosh, maybe for like a year. And I was like, I'm going to jump on it. The artwork is very similar to how Ethany does her artwork too, but I am so happy I got this in. It's been in my wish list, I'm not even joking, for over a year. And I finally was like, I bit the bullet and purchased it. And the only reason why I didn't purchase it right away is because the shipping kind of killed me. This was like, it was just quite a bit of money. The shipping kind of killed me a little bit. So it was the deck itself for being, you know, for me it was 80 USD including the shipping. So it was quite a hefty deck, and I had it in my wish list and I just postponed it and got different decks, and I'm so happy that I got this in. So I cannot wait to start reading clients with that. So that is the Arthurien, Le Tarot Arthurien. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's a beefy box, so definitely something beautiful to put on a shelf too. Now, going with we got some unopened ones that are going to be coming in, but I want to talk about the Shadowland Tarot. Now, I can't remember if I did a video on this or not, but holy smokes, do I connect with this deck. I don't know what it is about this deck. I don't know what it is about the artwork. I get salad fingers vibes. If you've ever seen that, I'm a millennial. But it is, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It is, now I have a bag, so I'll show you that in a second. So I purchased this on Amazon. The guidebook. Holy smokes, is it full of information. It is also in color. You have the card, you have the keywords to the card, the shadow keywords to the card, the message, explanation about the card, and reflections of questions to ask yourself if you received that card or if you pulled that card. That is very, very cool. I absolutely love this guidebook. I love how beefy it is. There are some tarot spreads in, I thought it was either the end or the beginning. Let me look. Yes, you have it on the end. Tons of different tarot spreads, which I absolutely love, going from one card spreads to 3 to 4 to 5, 6, 7, 9, a 4-card moon cycle spread. So how really cool is that? And then you have the 13 moon spread. I've never seen that, so that's really cool. So overall, it's a really, really fun deck. I don't know. I really like this. So this is created by Monica Bodersky. Now, I'm going to put this book away because let me tell you, not only did I purchase this on Amazon, but they had bags that you can purchase. Tarot bags that you can purchase, and they are not cheaply made. It's a double stitch bag. It has this beautiful linen feeling to it. And look at the cards themselves have that antique gold gilded edge. And I just connect with it. Now, I also found on Amazon, and I bought obviously I bought 2 bags because I did not know. It just showed up randomly after I got done. Well, it didn't show up randomly. I saw it on Amazon once I purchased the tarot. It was like, hey, do you want to purchase the Lenormand? I did not know that Monica Bodersky came out the Lenormand of the Shadowland. So I've been all about it. And let me tell you, it is, I don't know how else to explain. This very similar description in this little guidebook of the Lenormand. So you have the keywords, the shadow keywords, the message, and the understanding of each card. And you also have some reflection questions. If you were to pull that card, what are some questions to ask yourself or your clients? Now, these are also antique gold gilded edge. The only thing is that the tarot is matte finish and the Lenormand is semi-gloss. But, guys, It is the most beautiful combination. I don't know what it is about this deck. I don't know what it is about the artwork. But I am obsessed with this deck. I continue to go back to it. Like I said, I'm on my TikTok platform a lot more than YouTube. And then I obviously upload everything on TikTok. Like TikTok videos are about the same as my Instagram and Facebook. I try to use Instagram and Facebook in making that more of like a combination of my YouTube content and my TikTok. But overall, look at this artwork. I am obsessed. I go to this deck all the time, and it just reads so different. It just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the readings I get is so intuitive, and it totally gives me, I don't know, it cuts it to the, it just cuts it in the gut. Like, it punches people in the gut. I feel like the descriptions that I get, the readings that I get from these cards are just highly intuitive, cut to the chase. I mean, look at that Four of Wands. Like, and it's just so goofy, you know? I mean, we're talking about the Shadowland Tarot. This is not a fluffy deck. This is not a evil looking deck. It's cartoony. It's kind of kiddish, but at the same time, I don't know. I just, there is a very special place in my heart for these decks, and I seem to continuously go back to the Serpent and the Peacock and the Earth Woman Tarot and the Shadowland Tarot, which I am trying to get better at. Like, the year 2025 is going to be more about making sure that I use every single tarot deck that I have gotten in. So I think for whatever tarot decks that I get in for that month are the ones that I need to be using for that damn month. That's how I'm going to start doing things. That's how I have to start doing things. Because I am falling flat on not showing some decks love, and I should definitely be doing that. And for some reason, I'll be honest, if I don't feel the decks, I need to find out how I can sell or get rid of the decks and sell the decks that I no longer want, because there are so many that I just don't have a connection with. And so I put them in this little box, and they look at we're talking about Ace of Wands with the Lovers. Yeah. It's like, we need to take some, let's be a little ambitious, take some action when it has to do with the loved things in our lives, aka tarot, as I'm talking about it. And that's the thing too. I mean, this deck has been so magical to me. So magical. I'm obsessed. I don't know what else to say. But what I was going to say is just the fact of, like, I need to figure out if there's a platform, if I need to go on Etsy. I have a lot of brand new and a lot of like new. Like, I've opened up the box and I just looked through them and did not feel it. Or there's just some decks that I have never even opened. And it could be just because I have an extra. But I need to figure out how to get rid of them, because I'm running out of space, guys. I'm running out of space. I have shelves on my walls full of tarot decks, and maybe one day I'll show you all. But it is, I need to make some room. I need to do a little purging action. Like, thank you. I need to do a little bit more of the, maybe some 8 of Swords action, 7 of Swords action. I feel like the 8 of Swords. I should probably be the 7 of Swords, right? Okay, so going with some Kickstarter. Well, not Kickstarters yet. Okay, so I came across these 2 decks, and I found them on Amazon. I have never even opened them. As soon as I got them in, I was like, why did I even purchase these? It was kind of one of these impulse buys, But we have Playing with Marseille, and these are both by Ryan Edward. So, Playing with the Marseille, this is a 78 card, which, as you can see, I'm opening it because I've never opened it in my life. So, we're going to be doing this unboxing together. And the Maybe Lenormand. Now, I can't tell you what I remember about why I purchased these decks, but I purchased them for some reason. Now, Maybe Lenormand honors the Lenormand tradition with stylized illustrations that concisely convey the meaning at the heart of each card. In addition to the 36 core cards, designer Ryan Edward has created 16 additional cards to complete a 52 card pack, following the heritage of fortune-telling cards based on playing card decks. The expanded deck affords precise readings with detailed answers. So the Maybe Lenormand includes a 72-page illustrated color guidebook with card meanings, keywords, and instructions. And this is by US Games. The Playing Marseille says, this unique tarot deck honors the legacy of old world cartomancy by marrying a humble pack of French-suited playing cards with the classic Tarot de Marseille. Reflecting tarot's roots as a card game, Playing Marseille takes a playful approach to reading that highlights simple, accessible folk methods and keen observation instead of esoteric symbolism. Ryan Edwards' practical system of fortune-telling can be enjoyed with any Marseille tarot deck. Interesting. So it's like a companion of other decks. So going with the Playing of Marseille. Wow, these cards are so tiny. Has anyone else thought that once you start reading tarot decks, tarot cards, and then you play blackjack or any kind of other card game, Go Fish, whatever it is, and they're so tiny. They're so tiny. Look at, they're so tiny. If you want me to be honest, I don't even know if I want to open this up. Looking at the art already, it just kind of gives this like bland, basic. I'm just gonna open up one. Everyone knows what a Lenormand is. Gosh, look how tiny they are. Yeah, this is just like, there's not a lot going on here. You have house, tree, interesting, snake, coffin. I don't know. I feel like that this deck, there's no gilded edges. Love the backings. The backings actually the backings have more effort in them than the artwork themselves. I don't know. I think it's very minimum. It's a very simple, this might be just like a travel deck, honestly. I might just travel with this. I don't even know. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really loving it. I'm not going to lie. I feel like that it was definitely made at a minimum. It was, I don't want to knock down other artists and stuff like that, but I want to let you know that I am given this feeling that this deck probably took him 4 days to create. Not going to lie. It just seems very minimum. You have so then you have the card, the keyword of that card, other keywords of what the card means, and then a little bit about the card. So it is a little bit in the information of what you need, especially when you lead the Lenormand. Now, as you can see, there's lion. That's not normally in the Lenormand. You have a cord. So there's extra things. Allure, revelry, rapiers, cats. I don't know. I'm a little off-centered on this one. And then going with the Marseille, which it isn't a beautiful magnetic flip. I mean, they're both in this beautiful magnetic little tiny flip top. I mean, this is perfect for something to travel with. But I don't know. Guys, I'm not really feeling it. And it could be the size of the cards too. I mean, my fingers feel like they're cramping because I'm looking at this very tiny. Like I'm grabbing them and I mean, and like I said, I have big hands. Like look at my hands compared to the cards. They're tiny. How can you even shuffle with this? You're gonna have to just riffle shuffle. Now, I do like the artwork on here. I actually do enjoy some good artwork when it has to do with Marseille decks. I love, you know, the green and the blue and the red and the yellow. But I don't know why I bought this. It was a impulse buy that I decided to purchase, and I don't even, I have a hard time reading Marseille as it is. It's been on my list to really focus and try to learn more about it. Now, I do have the Rider Marseille combination style deck, and I absolutely love that deck, but it is hard for me to, I want to read Marseille because I heard that the style of the readings is completely different, but I need to get there. And here we go. We have some pips here. So it does get a little pippy from what I'm seeing. Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to be, I mean, it's a Marseille deck, so it's going to be pippy. Let's see. So we got the aces first. 1, 2, 3. Is that 4? That looks like it would be a 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2. Okay, hearts. Oh, am I missing an ace? Or was the ace at the end of this? Okay. Don't mess me up here. OCD in full mode action. Okay, ace, 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 ace. 2, 2. Yeah, it is pippy. Again, it's just... the artwork could just be... like, what is that? The artwork. It's so bland. It's just... I mean, you put all of this energy into creating the most beautiful major arcana. And I know it's supposed to be pippy, but like, let's go. I mean, come on. What? Look at that wand. Put some color into it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to give away both of these decks. I don't think this serves me in any way, shape, or form, and I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. How much did I purchase these for? I don't even know. It doesn't even say. I'm going to have to look that up. But once I sell all of these decks, I want to just sell them all, whatever I have. I just want to sell them all at like 50% off. Because they don't serve me any longer. Okay, so that is the Maybe Lenormand and the Plain Marseille deck by Ryan Edward. Alrighty. Now, holy smokes, we have like halfway to go, everyone. I think that this is a very, very long video. So apologies. It seems like my monthly walkthroughs are very, very long. Now, I will say, I think January is going to be a little bit shorter. I kind of purchased more books than I did. I purchased more books than I did decks, but there was still a lot of Kickstarter decks that I purchased months and months and months ago that I am now receiving as well. So we'll see. We're halfway through January. So Going with a couple Kickstarters, we have the Akashic Eye Tarot. Now, I've been waiting to open this up because I'm so excited. So this is the white border edition. Love that. And I think it is a Vermilion collection. Okay, cool. So this is by Vermilion Collection. Beautiful 2-piece hardcover box. It is not gilded on the edges, but again, it says that this is the white version. The cardstock, beautiful. It's this gorgeous bounce back linen finish. Love that. The backings are of the Akashic Eye in this brown color. I love a good linen finish. How fun are these cards? That was their entire picture for the advertising and for their Kickstarter, and I loved it. I thought it was super, super cute. Now, I will say right off the bat, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up well, but I don't know if it's because of the linen finish or just of the colors that they use, but it seems very faint and kind of hard to see. And you know me, I mean, I love me a good linen finish, but as soon as some kind of light hits linen, you can't see anything. That glare just blocks it. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love the artwork. The artwork is just so, so fun. I think that we need to brighten up these colors. Wow, look at the Judgment. What a beautiful deck. I love this. I think that these colors need to be a little bit more vibrant. They have this like dark hue to it, and it's kind of hard to really see. What's this? We have like a little piece in the back. Would that be reverse? Interesting. Now, I just noticed it didn't even come with a guidebook. It didn't even come with a guidebook. Because now I want to, this has to be it. This has to be the reverse. But now I want to know, why do some of them have, is it like a step system? Maybe it is. Oh, duh, your Akashic Eye. Now I get it. What is happening, what the Akashic Eye needs to see. That's what I'm gonna say. But what a fun deck. This is actually I'm really, really loving this. I'm really, really loving this deck. I actually am really happy that I backed this. I love Vermilion's collection. I love their decks. They're very unique. Not all of them, but the majority of their decks do follow the Rider-Waite-Smith system, which I absolutely love because that is very common for America tarot readers, but also just a very common and popular thing as well. Now, it looks like we got two extra cards. Now, let's see. Let's go back to it. So, we have the Strength. Where the heck? Okay. So, it looks like we have two extra Strength cards. Not really sure what the difference is, although it does just look like that the color scheme on the bottom is just a little off, a little different. This is a little bit more darker than that one. Okay, interesting. And then we have Justice. So I don't know why I was given two extra cards. But I will say I enjoy the symbolism that they're putting in. They have the symbolism of the Hebrew, the Kabbalah. You have the zodiac sign. You have the symbolism of feminine energy. You have the elements as well. So I do like the symbolism they put into it. Now, if there's a difference, I don't really see it. Maybe I just got 2 extra cards on accident. But either way, I think it's really, really fun. Super fun. Cool, cool, cool. So, wait a second. I found out the difference. XI, 8, 8, 11, and 8. That's why. And the Hebrew is different. Why is that? Oh, they must have made a mistake. I don't know why they would keep that in your... I don't know why they would keep that. Okay, so let me take back my 8. And then Justice is 11, right? Yeah. So let me put the Justice back. So these are the 2 extras. Interesting. Okay, well, okay. And then it looks like if you do want the guidebook, you would have to scan that QR code for the English site. But honestly, the way that it's so black, I don't think it's going to pick up. I have to be honest, like, I love the artwork. The artwork is gorgeous, but the colors are just not there. The colors are not there. Something needs to give. It just kind of seems very dark. And so, okay, well, this is the Akashic Eye Tarot, and I got this on Kickstarter, and this is a Vermilion collection deck. Now, I'm so stoked. This has been on my radar since it came out. I waited. Then one day I was like, you know what? I spend a lot of money on all these different decks. I think that I should actually spend some money on one big whole deck. Now, I did back this on Kickstarter. I am so excited that I got it in. And it is it's the Necromancy book. I am so excited to do a walkthrough on this. I'm trying to pull this out. So he is really good at creating things. Okay, so this Necromancy slash numerology slash, it's got a lot going on in it. So it's called the Surelean Sequence Oracle Tarot. It's everything. Now, I have not played with it yet, but going with the box itself, it is kind of like a book. It's not magnetic, but it's got a sleeve here. That is what the journal comes out of. And it's so cool because the way that he did this journal is very, very unique. It's all in blue, so blue is kind of like the whole style here. And this is by James E. Reeds, or James E. Meads. And he's an awesome creator. I absolutely love all of his tarot decks, his oracle decks. It's just amazing. Now, there's just a lot of information that you have to kind of go through, and this is kind of like a guidebook slash journal that you kind of go through and look through, and it's just interesting. It's so interesting. I don't know how else to explain it. Now, this is a numerology deck. You also have some letters here, the numbers that go with it. Here is everything numbers of some meanings. 9 is about completion and growth. Stability, structure, discipline for 4s. So you can use this with the deck itself. This is a numerology deck. And there's just a lot of information. Love the black gilded edges, or actually they're a little blue. They're like a dark navy blue. And the cards are that rose petal finish. But it's just so fun. I'll just kind of do like a quick glance. So not only is this part of it, but it came with this gorgeous pouch if I wanted to put the numerology deck in this pouch. Okay, that is also in a velvet finish. It also came with this really awesome yes and no coin, right? So we have some necromancy involved in that as well. It also came with these really, really fun glasses to see double of things or to see different messages. I still have a lot of reading to do, but that's what I kind of saw first. And then it came with some dice. So it's like necromancy, numerology, it's a whole bunch in one. And these dice are so heavy. They're made out of metal. They're absolutely just stunning. But yeah, it's wild. It's crazy. There's a lot going on here. I absolutely love it. Now, the edges are not cornered. They're semi-cornered, but they are just kind of rounded off a little bit. But other than that, they are square-shaped. It's just a gorgeous... I can't wait to get into this and dive in. So, not only that with the guidebook that it came with, but it did come with a journal as well. And it's for you to, like, write down the date, the deck, what spread you're going to be using. How cool. How cool is this? Comes with a beautiful ribbon. There's so much going on in this. I absolutely love this. So that is the Surelean Sequence Oracle. Okay, so now going with a deck that I have gotten for my birthday along with other ones that we're going to show now is, this is called the Santa Muerte or Muerte Tarot. I have not used this deck. It is very interesting, very, very intuitive, and so it doesn't really follow the Rider-Waite-Smith as it should, but I do absolutely love that it is part of the Day of the Dead. So I did get this from one of my family members for my birthday, which is in the early of December. So with Lo Scarabeo, they actually gave you a lot of information about each card and the advice about the dead. And this is definitely a deck that I would say is all about working with shadow work. So this is created and made by Fabio Listrani. So the Santa Muerte Tarot is very into the Day of the Dead. It has that Spanish, Hispanic style to it. And that is something that if you ever go to Hispanic culture or Mexico, they celebrate the Day of the Dead. And so this is definitely a deck that I feel as if it is bringing out a lot of shadow work. It is a little disturbing. A lot of skeletons are involved in this. And it's just very unique. Now, the cardstock on this Lo Scarabeo, it's really thick. It's pretty thick for what it is, especially since a lot of Lo Scarabeo decks are a lot more on the thinner side. This is thick. It has a glossy finish to it. Absolutely love the backings, but I just have to say that the colors that this deck has is so vibrant. Now, like I said, it does somewhat follow the Rider-Waite-Smith, but not all the way. Like, here's the Five of Cups. Now, here's the most interesting thing about this deck and why I haven't used it yet, is that first, I'm not really familiar with the pictures and the illustrations. I also think it's just a little confusing for just the fact that, like, you do have, you know, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and they're at the bottom. But then you have Pentacles, and then on the side is number 1. So I kind of wish that they just put it on the bottom instead of put it on the side, because now you actually have to look a little more deeper into what the deck is. But like Seven of Pentacles, for instance, like for some reason, they kind of look like cups to me. But overall, absolutely love this artwork. I'm so happy that I was gifted this for my birthday, because it has been on my wish list, which I'm so happy that I received this deck. But after kind of looking forward into it and looking into it, I love the style. I think it's going to give me a little bit more of a delayed reading, just because of the way that the art style is, the way that they decided to create some of the cards. But overall, I mean, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Like 3 of Swords, and you have someone getting stabbed in the back. And it's like, and I do see that they do have like the spades right there too. So there are some incorporations of regular playing cards in that as well. But 7 of Swords, Hope, Reflection you have there. I just think it's going to be a little confusing for me. Oh, there's the spade again. So maybe that's just a different style. Maybe they're going with playing cards in it as well. Because if you look, when we were looking at the cups, there were hearts involved as well. So they did bring in a little bit of playing cards to it, but overall, very beautiful deck. I think it's going to be hard, as this is definitely more of an expert tarot reading, or for tarot readers. I absolutely love it. I have seen other tarot readers use this deck. I don't know if it's for me, more to say. I get a lot of masculine energy from this deck overall, and I seem to be reaching more towards feminine, divine feminine style decks. But overall, it is an absolute gorgeous deck, and I'm very happy to get this in. It's something to definitely play around with. Next, what I got for my birthday from a dear friend. Look at this box. It is a hand-carved wooden box. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, as you can see, and it's sturdy. It's a beefy one. It opens about to a 90-degree angle, and she has gifted me the Botticelli Golden Tarot deck by Lo Scarabeo. It is such a beautiful deck. I have worked with this deck for a little bit. Again, like I said, I'm very into Divine Feminine. Here's just your plain, simple Lo Scarabeo guidebook, where it just gives you little keywords in 4 different languages. And look at this deck. This is very similar to like the Golden Lenormand that I just showed you. And then also there's the Universal Golden Tarot deck. Let's see, I might have to flip these around. But love the gold foiling on them. Oh, that's the Hangman, duh. Love the... And so they do have different languages on each corner. But I love it. It is similar to a Rider-Waite-Smith meets a Marseille. Some similarities of Marseille are in here, and a little Pippish, and then other times they are Rider-Waite-Smith. 9 of Swords. Absolutely gorgeous deck, though. It does show a little bit of that Roman Catholic style, medieval style. Again, it seems to be something that I just absolutely love. Going with the cardstock itself, again, Lo Scarabeo, it's that classic Lo Scarabeo. Like, this is more of like a semi-gloss texture, has some great bounce back. Love the backings, by the way. But I just love the little accents of the gold foiling. It just really makes this pop. I have read this with a couple clients already, and they were so amazed over this deck. They were like, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. When I read tarot for clients, I actually bring out several different decks for them, and I have them look through it and decide on which deck they like the most, because I feel as if you are getting read by a tarot reader, they should at least be the one to choose which deck they like most and want to be read from. That way, some of their energy's in there, and if they like some of these pictures, then they are the one that's going to enjoy their reading a lot more. And I can't tell you how many, look at that Fool. I can't tell you how many people have decided to want to be read from that. Now, the last two cards, I like to keep it, but, you know, it just says, like, check out the Book of Shadows Tarot, and it just tells you that this is the Golden Botticelli Tarot. But as everyone knows with Lo Scarabeo, their cardstock seems very thin and as if it would get very used up quickly, but I don't ever have that problem with Lo Scarabeo. I have shuffled, I'm a rough shuffler. I've shuffled Lo Scarabeo decks so much, and they might get a little bit of a bend, but they hold up so well. So whatever cardstock Lo Scarabeo usually uses for their, you know, their classic, because I feel like the flip top decks are all in a certain, like maybe like a cheaper cardstock, but very well put together cheap cardstock. And when you have the gold foiling involved with it too, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just, everything about this deck is just stunning. So if you have been having your eyes on the Botticelli deck, I recommend getting it. I feel like this is probably for more intermediate to expert tarot readers, just because it's not fully the Rider-Waite-Smith style, but it's pretty darn close. At least 80% is Rider-Waite-Smith. And it's just a great way to read clients with. It's just a stunning deck. Clients love it. And I absolutely just love this deck. It's just so fun. And it's just beautiful. Beautiful to have in your collection. And she gave me this gorgeous box. It's so gorgeous. So even though I want to put something else in this box that it means a little bit more to me, you know, sacred, but overall, she gave me this box, and so I feel like this deck belongs in this box. It's just absolutely beautiful. Going with the next one, I'll do a quick walkthrough of this. So this is called the Symbolic Soul Tarot. I also have gotten this from a family member for my birthday, and it is very cool. So this is also by Lo Scarabeo, and as you know, the guidebooks are this is in like 4 different languages as well, but it's more of like, you know, that cut to the chase. I'm going to tell you what the meanings are and be on your way. The backings are really cool. So again, it's very similar to like the Akashic Eye Tarot that we just saw, but you know, now you have the eye there, the eye of wisdom or the eye of knowing. And this is really cool because it's very different. It kind of gives like a futuristic vibe to me. And then there's gold foiling all around. So this deck is nothing but black and white with a little bit of this asymmetrical, robot-y, futuristic style illustrations and artwork. And then the gold foiling is just so fun. So this does follow the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's just so fun. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Very easy read. I absolutely love the black and white, and I feel like that this is going to bring a total different style to your reading. Just the way that it looks, the symbolism that is all in this as well is going to bring out a lot more information, I think, you know? Like, look at that 3 of Pentacles, and then you have the goat right here kind of creating some kind of portal. There's so much that you can pull from this deck. And like these little crazy, like these little creatures in here, it's futuristic. It gives me like space vibes. As if these are not human figurines. These are something completely out of this world. And I like that. It's different. The gold foiling all around. It's so beautiful. And again, this is great for beginners because it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith to a T, but with different artwork. Unique artwork. Look at that Divine Feminine. Look at the cat. Yeah, overall, really, really beautiful deck. I am so blessed to have received this for my birthday. It's so fun. It's gorgeous. Love the artwork. It's so different. Really, really fun. Really, really fun. I should probably do maybe my Tipsy Tarot Tuesday reading with this. There's so many decks that I have to get through, everyone. So many decks that I've received, and it's like a 2-piece hardcover box. And this one's a lot more sturdier. Like Lo Scarabeo is a little bit more different than how US Games does it. But, you know, you pull it out from the shelf, at least it's not going to fully fall apart right away. So, absolutely love that. And last and not least, from a dear friend as well, I received the Magical Botanical Oracle. Now, I have never seen this before. This is also made by Lo Scarabeo. And let me tell you, the symbolism in this deck is insane. So, going with the guidebook, holy smokes, is it chunky. It's somewhat in color. It has like that beige color to it, but it goes so into depth. So you have like fly agaric, right? You have the Latin name. You have what planetaries or planets that is involved with that card. You have what element it is. You have the magical meaning behind it. The plant spirit medicine information about it. The divination meaning. And then what it means in reversed divination-wise. So this is a deck that you can use as an oracle, or you can use it as a style of tarot. Now, it doesn't have 78 cards, but it has a lot of information where you are going to be able to pull many, many informations out of this deck. Now, I have played with it a little bit. I'm not really sure how many cards are in here. I wonder if it tells me on the back. 33 cards. So very small oracle deck. But holy crap, the artwork is gorgeous. You can tell they put a lot of thought and a lot of symbolism in these cards. You have all of the astrological and element signs in every single card. Down below, you also have the Hebrew lettering as well. You have what the card is. You have the language down below of what it means in Hebrew as well, or the scientific name of that. Right? Was a scientific name? I just lost my trace of thought because I'm so excited to show this. Right? Which one was it? You have the Latin name. My apologies. It's the Latin name of it. And look at those backings. It's like kind of like the Lover's card with like an Ace of Pentacle involved. Lavender, rue. There's the Tree of Life for Rose. Or the Kabbalah. A lot of information. Now, do I think this is for beginners and intermediate readers? No. This is definitely expert. This is a little, I want to learn about this deck, but I will say it's just like Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. It seems like this Oracle deck is going to be very, very confusing. But once you start to learn it, and I think once you start to understand what exactly this deck is all about, I think that you are going to pull so much out of it. I also want to say that the cardstock is a little bit more on the thicker side. And it is a matte finish. So beautiful deck. Love that sound that matte finish decks do. But overall, very beautiful deck. I am so blessed to got in this for my birthday. And I feel like once I start knowing a little bit more about the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah, I will be able to definitely read this more and understand this a little bit more. So that is what I received for my birthday. We are almost done here. This is going to be a very, very long video, but we now have what I have received for Christmas. Starting off with my wonderful brother and his partner gifted me a tarot box. And it's so unique. So it has this little latch here. So when you open it, and then the wood part is, I don't know, it's like carved or whatever to make it seem bendy and wavy. But it's made out of like pressed wood. And look how gorgeous that is. It's like a book. It's so cute. And it's so fun. You'll be able to see through the cards too. So I think that is so adorable. Let's see. So as all of you know, I'm really huge into the Moon Witch Tarot. I just love the feminine style artwork. I just love the Moon Witch Tarot. It's my clarifying deck. It is a deck that I use very often. And oh, it does. Because Moon Witch Tarot is very, very chunky. But let's see if it'll close. Oh, it like just almost closes. Let's see. Oh, yep. No, it closes. See if I can lock it. I don't think I'm going to be able to lock it. Let's see. Maybe it needs some space to move. Oh, I don't think it's going to lock. I think the locking mechanism is just touching the deck. And I think that's why it's not wanting to latch. Oh, well. Either way, gorgeous. I love the Moon Witch Tarot. And it's a very, very beautiful box. It's definitely a box that will hold your Lo Scarabeo deck because they are a little bit more on the thinner side. And I just think it's so cute. Such a cute box. Such a cute box. It's by Plum Ducky. How cute. Love, 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 love. So the first thing that my brother and his partner got me is the classic Marseille deck. I honestly think this is my first Marseille deck. Now I have different style Marseille decks, but I don't think I have this. The OG. Alexandra Jodorowsky? Alexandre Jodorowsky and Felipe Camoin. This is the OG. This is vibrant colors. It is fun. It is thin, glossy, by Lo Scarabeo. It is pippy, but how fun. This is my first Marseille deck. It's gorgeous. And my brother's partner's French, so I know why he gave me the Marseille deck, because it's probably something that he has seen from being in France. But look how vibrant. I mean, these colors are bright and summery and fun and just full of pops of color. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm so blessed to have gotten this in. Now I have a Marseille deck. And I just did a couple weeks ago, I did a video walkthrough of the Marseille and Rider-Waite-Smith combination deck. And I showed a different style of a Marseille deck that I have received that came from Italy, that I actually received in Italy. But I should have shown it side by side with this deck because I think it would have paired a lot better together. Next, I have two decks which they have gotten in on Etsy. Now, these are some of the decks that I talked about where I'm not really sure who the creator is, and I'm not even really sure where. I mean, I know they got them from Etsy, but there's no information on who the creator is. But They are gorgeous. And they are definitely made with AI, which I am not upset about. I know a lot of people are against AI, but I will be totally honest. Art is art in any way, shape, or form that you create it in. So both of these decks have this gorgeous royal gold gilded edges. And they're like a matte gild edge too. So you do have some backings to kind of protect the cards, which I think is really, really cool. And this one actually has a lot of protection. But look how fun they are. So one is a holiday Christmas style deck. And then the other is like black and gold. And they're so stunning. I'm obsessed with both. Now, I absolutely love the holiday Christmas vibe deck a little bit more, just because I don't really have a lot of Christmas decks. This deck, I'm not even really sure what is going on with it. I don't know what the style is supposed to be, if it's supposed to be more of like an astrology style deck. But overall, they're both just gorgeous. They're both gorgeous. I also get a little bit of like that Chinese, what's the word I'm looking for? Like geisha style to it. Do you see what I mean? But it's like its own little, it's its own vibe. It's its own, I don't know what to categorize it as because every card is different. And that's completely fine. I feel like that's probably like a con to having AI create decks. But look at this. I mean, look at the holiday deck. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love the cards, the artwork, the vibrancy as well that is in each color that pops. And I just love the ornaments that show up. And they both have this style of the Rider-Waite-Smith. This one seems a little bit more pippish, I would say, than the holiday deck being a little bit more pippish. But wow, is it gorgeous altogether. Absolutely love it. So it's really cool that they are from the same creator. Again, like I said, it is made with AI. You can totally tell. But overall, super cute, super gorgeous. I'm obsessed with the holiday deck. I think it's so gorgeous. So I won't go fully through it because I don't even know. Like, look at that. 8 of Swords. I mean, I get it. But there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? And it's very pippish. But then you have the holiday. And the backings of the reindeer, they're just 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. It follows Rider-Waite-Smith. And this is definitely, I wish I knew the creator because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Perfect. Like, I can't wait to read with this during Christmas. Like, I literally just can't wait. It's so gorgeous. I love it. So these are, and they came with these very interesting. So if anyone knows who this is, please put down in the description or your comment and let me know. But this is the logo that I was given. These are the bags that I was given for these tarot cards in this tarot deck. So this must be the creator's logo, but I have no idea who it's from, who it's by. I asked my sibling, my brother and his partner, and they are like, I don't know, even though they could probably look on their history, but it's fine. Now, another holiday, like this is more of a winter deck, I would say, not more holiday, but it's called the Moonlight Dream Tarot. Now, this is very interesting because this has been on my wish list as well, and I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. Now, this is also an indie style deck, so I absolutely love that my brother and his partner gave me decks that are indie style. But it is a beautiful magnetic flip top box, and in the inside it says, "The moonlight's embrace, may your journey be filled with visions and revelations, where the light of the night guides you to the depths of intuition and the heights of cosmic insight." The guidebook, holy smokes, is it chunky. And it is in a little bit of color, but it shows you what the symbolism of why they created this deck. How beautiful is that? Now, I do want to say that I am very, very sure this is also an AI deck, but well put together AI deck. Well put together. Look at that Fool. And it gives... Now, it does say that it's the Moonlight Dream Tarot, so I know that we are kind of going outside of your natural world, the human world, and we're getting more into a moonlight and dream state. But I also am getting winter vibes because of the mountains in the background. We have the color scheme of gray and white. It's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And look at the gilded edges. I don't see many of the white rainbow gilded edge. It's gorgeous. Look at the moon. You got the lobster in there as well. The sun. Judgment. Wow. How beautiful is this deck? It's just whimsical. And it's spiritual, and even though it's supposed to be moonlight, it reminds me a little bit of snow. And that's completely fine because, I mean, it just, I don't know. It just screams winter to me. I don't know why. I think it's the color scheme more than anything, but it is gorgeous. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith, which I really enjoy as well. Look at that Three of Cups. How fun. It is definitely made with AI. I'm not mad about it though. I'm like so mesmerized. And the cardstock is this linen gloss finish. Wow, look at that Three of Swords. It definitely takes you outside of the real world and gives you a dream state. Wow. So beautiful. It kind of causes like a setting. So beautiful. Wow. And then we have some extra cards. So after the Knight, we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. Look at the backings. It's like a lotus flower. Beautiful. We have Moonlight Charging card. Moonlight Purification card, Moonlight Manifestation card, Silver Thread Connection card. So let's just pull one out and see. Silver Thread Connection card. So let's see if it's all the way in the back. Yes, okay. Silver Thread Connection card. It says, enhance intuition and help discover hidden connections between things. Assist the user in establishing a connection with greater cosmic energy. Usage. Place the card on the outer edge of your reading area, positioning it in the direction you wish to create a connection or where you feel the strongest energy. Visualize the connection extending outward or inward from that point. Use when needing insight into complex situations to uncover subtle links. Apply in matters of relationships to understand underlying emotional bonds. Use during creative projects to inspire novel ideas and associations. Use before a reading to gain a broader perspective. Use when feeling lonely or lost to remind yourself of your connection to the universe. Interesting. So the card description is at the center of the image is a large transparent crystal ball. Inside the crystal ball is a glowing energy source emitting countless silver threads that extend outward in all directions. The crystal ball floats atop a pure white cloud. In the distance, a deep blue-black cosmic background is filled with countless twinkling stars. And then it goes into the symbolism. So the crystal ball represents clear insight and pure consciousness, symbolizing the ability to see through the essence of things in the higher perspective. The glowing energy source symbolizes inner wisdom and the source of personal power, representing the core essence of an individual. Interesting. So very beautiful tarot deck and very fun to have, and also goes into some intuitive understandings of 4 extra cards. Absolutely fun. So that is the Moonlight Dream Tarot. And I have one more. We are almost done with this ginormous, huge walkthrough of December. I've had this on my list for a very, very long time. And for some reason, I just never purchased it for myself. I asked for it for Christmas from my beautiful mother, and she has gifted it for me, or to me, for Christmas. And it is the Necromancy Geomantic Visions coin, oracle, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it necromancy, but it is geomancy. So this is a geomancy created by James R. Eads. Oh my gosh, I said James E. Meads or James E. Reads. It is James R. Eads, especially from the Surelean tarot or oracle that I've showed you. Anyways, I have been so interested in geomancy. I think that it's so fun. I love how James R. Eads always is so informative in his tarot, in his creations of what he makes. And these coins are gorgeous. So if you've never heard of James R. Eads, he is beautiful. He's made the Cosma Visions. He's made the Prisma Visions. He has done the Geometric Visions. He is the one that did the Surelean sequence. He is a magician. Absolute magician. And so his company is called the Prisma Visions. So definitely check it out. Here's another thing about Surelean sequence. Thank you for finding us at the end of the universe. If anything seems amiss, okay, so if anything's wrong. But look at these coins. They're double-sided. How fun. Now, do I know how to read with these? I don't. Did I get a bag for them? I did not. I probably should see if he has a bag, which I think he does, that you can purchase a bag for these coins. Or I'll just get my own. But he has on here some of the illustrations and pictures from his tarot and or oracle deck. Some of them are not as well, but like it looks like we have fire here. We have the moon, or maybe that's the sun and the moon. But it is so beautiful. Maybe all the backings are the same. I thought they were different. Yes, they are different. And it all means something. Like this is a geomancy. Wow. And then you have tiny coins here. Now I'm not going to go into full depth of what everything is. This is going to be definitely something that I need to do a walkthrough of alone to have a better understanding for myself and for you all to get a better understanding of how this works. I definitely need to do a little bit more research before I decide to create that video. But I do want to let you know that I have been really looking forward to playing with this geomancy coin, oracle, tarot, whatever it is. It's its own thing. It's its own divination. There is a lot of information I know I need to learn from it, going from, you know, Populus and Via, and understanding the figures and understanding the figurines, and if you flip coins, what things are supposed to mean. So there is definitely a lot of research that I need to do, and then I'm going to do a lonesome walkthrough of this Geomantic Visions box, because there's so much going on in it, and there's so much that you need to learn from it, and there is a lot of information that I need to know, so I can relay that all back to you before you even want to purchase this, or, you know, if you're interested in knowing more, I would really like to give you all a lot more information about it. And I'm sure that James R. Eads also has probably a YouTube video explaining this. I'm sure other people do, but I would love to give you my per se visions on it and my ideas and thoughts on it as well. So stoked to get this in. It's beautifully done. He makes great, amazing decks. The quality is by far one of the best I've ever seen for such a wonderful price. Such a wonderful price. So there is one book that I do want to show before I finish up this video, and it is by Lisa Papez, and it's called Unlocking the Tarot, Create Your Own Keys. Now, this was forwarded by Barbara Moore, and it was published by Llewellyn, and how awesome is that? Now, I have not read any of this book yet, but I did receive it in December. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Original Rider-Waite, and it is very informative. I'm also reading a book called Waking of the Dead, which is about a medium and psychic and what he does to reach out to people who have passed. And even though I'm a tarot reader and I'm an oracle reader, I am also a psychic medium, and there's so much that you need to learn from that as well. And it's great to get nice little tips and tricks from other, readers as well. But going with Lisa Papez's book, it is all in black and white, but it is very informative, and it gives you her idea and her version of understanding of the cards too, and what she really enjoys about each card themselves too. So I think that is really, really fun. I really enjoy the different descriptions that she gives in the cards too, not just what US Games or Llewellyn does, Lo Scarabeo of it, just cut to the chase and information. And I really do like that she does put her spin on it, and she does put her own, and you can definitely sense her personality in this book. So really, really fun read. It's pretty inexpensive. I purchased mine on Amazon, so definitely check out this book if that's something that you have been really thinking about getting. It's definitely going to be a fun read. I love the little semi-rose petal finish on the book. Absolutely gorgeous front. So fun, so fun. So definitely, I'm going to read this book soon once I'm done with what I'm reading now. But overall, super fun, super fun. Can't wait to dive right into it. And holy smokes, that is all of the decks. That is all of the Oracle decks. That is all of my birthday and Christmas gifts and everything I was given in December. Again, my apologies for taking forever to get this out. I am a bartender, and let me tell you, when it has to deal with holidays, it's insane for all restaurants, all bars, every place is just busy. And ever since then, it was just a busy day after another busy day. So I can't wait to get this video out and get into some walkthroughs, and then basically right after that, getting into my walkthroughs of January. So thank you so much for watching. Again, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and tell me what you think about what I've just shown you. and hope to hear from all of you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Nick, and I am the Tipsy Tarot, and we will see you soon. Bye.